Well, we haven't done a selfie this week, so here, have a selfie. That's when I hold the camera pointed at myself without Mary's assistance or anyone else. And yes, sometimes the camera work can be a bit much to bear, but that's why it's called a selfie. See? Special effects. Anyway, what we've been working on this week, oh geez, here we are Tuesday plus the weekend and stuff, is I've started a slot car body. Let's not forget that I was going to do that a while ago, and Chris Wright was so helpful and helped me get this Cooper going, and it's a 1964 Cooper Formula One car, and we're working on that. We'll show a little bit of that. Of course, this week's show will show you everything, and of course we've been working on the big Enterprise, and you know, we've got the hangar bay in and all that stuff from last week's show, and we're going to get back to that because Elliot Brown sent us some really cool stuff. But before I go on much further, I wanted to thank everybody for your donations, but they've kind of slowed down again, and so has our work on the Enterprise, because the darn thing costs a lot of money to make, and it takes up a hell of a lot of my time. I've worked for 4 weeks on it and got the engineering section going and all that stuff, but it's going to take weeks and weeks and weeks more, and we don't have any real work coming in, and that is to say contract work here much anymore at all. So we're strictly surviving on you joining the SNG family by subscribing at our, or subscribing by contributing at our Friends of SNG tab on our website, steveneilsgarage.com. There you go to Friends of SNG, click on that, you can go and donate for contributing to this. The cutoff date is June 1st if you want to get your name on the plaque. If you want to spend $100 or more and get a tiny little image of yourself put on the Enterprise, there also will be indicators showing your face at the actual site where the ship is going to be at the Museum of Science Fiction in Washington, D.C. So beyond the little tiny guy, we're going to be able to have people access a database that will show all the people that contributed to this, as well as your name being on the plaque. So if you want to be part of all that, the cutoff date for getting yourself on the plaque is June 1st. That doesn't mean that you can't still contribute and help us. Additionally, we accept contributions or donations to SNG to keep this show going on, and the selfies and the weekly show and everything else that we're doing here, like the movie projects we have coming. We're going to finish Star Trek Sirius, the Star Trek spinoff, where it's, you know, 90% there. We got to do the last part of it. We stopped working on it when Julie got sick and passed away. Also, we're starting a new short called Reach. We're also starting another show that's a full-length feature that we're going to be working on, and that is going to be crowdfunded. But to do the short, to finish Martians Attacks SNG, to work on the Enterprise, and all the other cool stuff here, we really need your support, and you have given us your support, and we really appreciate it. Anyway, I've talked enough about that. Let's go show you what's going on. Talk about support. Elliot Brown, my dear friend Elliot Brown, and Mary's too, sent us all of these brass parts that he made. Now, this is the bridge. These are the overheads lights for the bridge. Actually, no, these are the grills that are at the feet of all the consoles. These are the overhead lights. The comm. You can recognize a lot of things, the girders and stuff that support the different structures. The main base of the bridge. Over here, we've got the steps. We've got more of the supports, and on this one we have a shovel that I can't wait to put together. It all folds and goes together, and he even included, it looks like, the nacelles, or I'm going to have to make some kind of nacelle for it, which shouldn't be too hard. He's also done a bunch of people that we can have that'll be backlit, and these are more of the windows, as he called the poster, the 60s poster windows that go all around the bridge. So here's all the parts for the bridge, and we're going to start assembling this tomorrow. We're going to start bit by bit putting this together, and of course this will all be lit up, and you'll be able to see it right inside here, which is going to be really cool. So I can't wait to do that. Okay, over here is the Cooper body, and if you've been following along on Facebook page and on my blog and other locations, you'll know how I got to this shape, and how this at this point is just the rough It's been coated, the foam, with fiberglass and resin, and now of course with Evercoat, as we start to point it up and really make it look like this car, which is going to be really, really cool. More on that. What else? I want to thank again Commander Max Mills, my friend who's building the big 11-foot Enterprise, 11.5 foot, for sending us his motors for this model, because you know, we can't get these particular motors anymore. These are the last two, and he very kindly sent us his. Here's the framework that's going to be that this slot car will fit over, and it will be much like this when it's done, except this frame is really fancy and made by Chris Wright himself, Beer Dog Racing. That's it for today for our selfie. Please visit our website at www.steveneilsgarage.com. Check out our store, because we have lots of stuff there, like Cochran statues and Kirk puppets and Spock's real ears, you know, Leonard's real ears I made for Leonard, and much, much more. You can visit at steveneilsgarage.com. Thanks so much. That was the end of this selfie.